We want to be brilliant at the basics.
I think it's really important that you love what you do. And when you love what you do, you can't help but be great at it.
Our overarching mission statement is to create pride, instill pride in our residents.
It's not about numbers and books and this. That all is important, and that all is part of it, but that's not what we're about. It's about, in my opinion, it's about people.
You can get a paycheck anywhere, but I go into work, I actually enjoy the staff and the residents. You get to know all the little quirks of people and everything, and you really look forward to that.
You don't feel like it's a job, it comes natural.
The biggest compliment we hear from family members or residents is, wow, I should have done this sooner.
Retirement home living in general already existed, and I think that there was just a different level of it that hadn't really been explored.
Sometimes it's more difficult for the families to move their parents in than it is for the actual resident. It's letting go and letting somebody else take care of their parent, their loved one, their grandparent. It's a very big decision, and it's never done easily.
Where I think we really try and carve out a difference for our clients, for our residents, is we really try and say, you're making a choice to live here, and we're gonna experience what your changes are as they occur, and we're gonna help you with what your needs are as they change.
It really is a place where you can come and have that safety and security, but somewhere where you can thrive. And you have the independence to do what you choose to do when you choose to do it.
If we don't understand what someone needs when they come to the door, all they will see is amenities. However, if you really get to know someone, you know how to personalize that experience. Once you build that relationship, people will understand that we really care about what's important to them, and that's why they will be comfortable with the choice of moving in with us.
People think that because you're coming to a retirement home, like that's it, you're done. But it's not. Like sometimes it's just the beginning.
We don't want them to feel like they're just in another apartment building or they're just another resident or tenant. We're family, we care about them.
Taking the time to listen to what's important and delivering on it every day.
You have to want to make a positive impact on someone's life. That's the most rewarding thing about the job.
When you're in there with a smile on your face and you're happy to be there, it says a lot, and it goes a long way.
The residents love when they see us, entertaining them, joining in on the programs. The residents see how you interact. If you're really committed to your job, you're happy, you love it, everybody's gonna be happy.
If you can feel great about what you do every day, that's a big bonus to your paycheck. Every day you're gonna go home knowing Mrs. Smith had a good day because you did something great for her.
We always say, you can be compliant, but we want commitment. We want people that are gonna feel something inside that makes them wanna be here.
When you believe in something that you're doing every day, it's easy, right? Because you love what you do.
Your commitment to your 4-hour shift, that dinner service that you might be here could be the highlight of a resident's day.
It's not just like another job. You can't just go in and out. We're dealing with other people's lives, and we want to make sure it's enjoyable for them. You don't want to make them feel uncomfortable in their home.
If I can be committed to making sure that the residents are happy and that they're getting all the services and all the care that they're expecting and that they're entitled to, and that families know that their moms and dads are taken care of, that's the commitment that I'm making every day, that I'm going to make sure that that's happening.
Living here independently doesn't mean giving up any of the things that they used to enjoy before. In fact, they'll probably have way more things to choose from here than they had before.
Active living is very important. We strive to kind of push them in that direction.
Just making sure that we have the full scope to be, exercising and conditioning all parts of the body.
We offer church services, we offer social opportunities, we offer brain games and mental stimulation, so they're getting a very well-rounded circle of daily living activities that benefit them tremendously, and sometimes they don't even know it.
We want them to actively participate in what happens in their daily life so that we can make sure that they are really happy and satisfied.
Having that opportunity to really choose and be involved and live.
So actively trying to manage what happens in our business is a very important part. You can't just stand still.
The residents should get seamless service regardless of what's happening. Nothing, that's happening behind the scenes should ever, affect what they're doing.
We're very forward thinking. We need to look at our results and say, okay, what did we do great today? But it's what are we gonna do great tomorrow?
And we want to be able to tell great stories. At the end of the day, if you inspire your team with a great story about how their efforts translated into a great result, whether it's an experience or whether it's a business result, fantastic. That's another reason to celebrate.
I always think that enthusiasm and positive energy is contagious, not only for the staff, but also for the residents.
You have to embrace the enthusiastic side of you because it really does make a huge difference for your residents.
People that are enthusiastic, that want to come to work, and when they're at work, they want to do the right thing and they want to really make a positive difference to their teammates, for their service leaders, or for the residents. Those are the right people for us.
That makes such a difference with the residents. They see that and right away they're drawn to you. And they feel like they can talk with you, they can share things with you.
Just even smiling or seeing how you're doing or good morning, it just cheers everybody else up.
Those little moments, they add up so that every night when a resident goes to bed, they say, wow, what a great day. The service excellence for us is really just about knowing what's important to your resident and then make sure that you're able to deliver on it.
Within, the first couple of days of residents moving in with us, every service team leader, including the lifestyle services manager, goes and sits down one-on-one, fills out a criteria. What sorts of things do you like to do?
Knowing what's important to your resident, that's being brilliant at the basics.
If we're doing it right, we're delivering on our promise, we're delivering on our mission, that satisfaction is going to translate into someone saying, hey, if you want to live anywhere, you got to live here.
So making sure that we are giving 100% every time, every situation, every person, that's service excellence.
Do the absolute best that you can do, and then going further.
It's what you do every day when you listen to your resident and you deliver your task or your service to them. It's those little tiny things that you do.
After a while, you stop thinking about the CARES model and you just start doing it.
I always think if that was my parent, how would I want them treated? Because you see them from walking in and sometimes you see them taking their last breath. You're holding their hand, you're in the room with the family at the time. So you almost feel like you're part of their family.
You move into a seasons as your home, and therefore it should be treated as your home, and everybody that's caring for you is like family. So you just want to take care of everybody.
If we all think that service is the end game of everything we do, we're on the right track.
It's what can you do every day with your interaction.
It isn't necessarily what you say to somebody, it's how you make them feel. Whether that's being respectful, being considerate, just listening to somebody, it's about being real.
We're constantly evolving. And when we evolve, we get better. And when we get better, our people are happier. And so if you really want to make a difference through service, you're going to find a lot of people are going to appreciate your efforts, and we're going to be there to celebrate with you.
When someone moves in and they say, oh my God, you've helped my family, that for me, that's the reward.
It's a feeling that you get that makes you feel so good about yourself, and to know that you're making such a positive impact on somebody's life.
This is more than just somewhere for mom to live or somewhere for dad to live.
You can build a beautiful building. At the end of the day, it is always about the people.
It's about making a connection and building a relationship from the second that they walk in the door.
Taking the time to listen to what's important and delivering on it every day. That's where your residents start to feel a true pride in living in a Seasons home.